Hello and welcome to another episode of Dave's Delightful Dishes. And as always, I'm Dave, and it's always a delight to have you here visiting me in my kitchen. And today we're continuing with our holiday theme of things you might bring to a potluck or a dinner with friends or any other kind of event like that, office party. You know, anytime that you need to bring a dish that's going to be easy to make and it's going to make work for a crowd and make everybody really happy. So today we're going to use our crock pot. And since it's going to be something that you would potentially take to a potluck, if you can find one that's got these neat little clasps so that it'll keep itself sealed when you're traveling with it, definitely invest in that because that's a nice feature. So because the nice thing about this is it's a set and forget. You know, we set this in the morning, you can go to work, and when you come home, it'll be ready for you, or you can do it the night before. Because the cook time is usually 8 hours if you're going on low, and then if you have it on a warm setting, if you put it in when you go to bed, when you get up in the morning for work for your office party, it'll be ready to take with you. So we're going to start off with the ingredients that go in now. And then 8 hours from now, I'll show you the toppings ingredients on the second half of this video. So the first thing we got to do is obviously take the lid off. And I'm going to be going on low heat for 8 hours. And I have 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. If you want to use other stuff, you can, but I find that the thighs hold up best for this kind of cooking because they're juicier. Breast meat will tend to get, even in the liquid, will tend to get kind of dry. So that drops in. And then I have 4 cups of chicken stock, which happens to be one of those boxes that you see at the store. Those are 4 cups. 12 ounces of canned green chilies, which is 3 cans. They're usually 4-ounce cans with their juices. A can of cannellini beans, which are the white kidney beans. And those have been rinsed and drained because you don't want any of that liquid that they're in this. A can, and these are 15-ounce cans, a can of garbanzo beans. 1 medium onion that I've diced. 4 cloves of garlic, minced. A teaspoon of cumin, ground. A teaspoon of dried oregano. 2 teaspoons of salt. This is to taste. So at the end, I'm going to also taste it again to make sure it doesn't need more. But I'm going to start off with 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of cracked pepper. And I'm going to give this a stir. There we go. And now this lid is going on. I always lock them down because it's got a vent. And then this is just now got to cook for 8 hours. So I'm going to let it do that. And I'll see you guys back when it's time to set up the toppings and just get it finished. Good evening and welcome back. This has been going all day, and now it's set itself to warm. And like I said, if you have if you're in the market for a new crock pot, these toggle handles and having something that will automatically switch itself to warm, those are nice features, and then it's not like you have to pay a lot of extra for it. So look into that; it's well worth it. So now everything's cooked, but we need to do some final work here. We need to get the chicken thighs out, and they're going to be fall apart tender, which is good because that's what we need. And I know I say this a lot on the show, but oh, the smell's coming off of this crock pot. All right. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to shred this up with my knife and this to just pull it apart. If you have a set of those like Wolverine claws, you can use those, or if you just got a pair of forks, that's fine too. I happen to have this stuff in front of me. And this is so tender that it really doesn't take very much. So we have all the chicken, and that's not all of it, but the bits that are left in there are all pretty shreddy as well. And I'm going to take 1 lime. I'm going to squeeze the lime juice in. And we need cilantro. I'm going to take about a 1/3 cup of cilantro, put it in as well, and I'm saving some for garnish. And then the chicken goes back in. We're going to give this a big stir. And then you would taste that to see if it needs extra salt or extra pepper or if there's anything else that's missing. And in this case, it is looking pretty good. I've already tasted it. So now I've got to grab toppings. And there are several of them. We're going to be looking for diced red onion, chopped cilantro, cheese if you choose for it, diced jalapeno pepper, raw, an avocado that has been peeled and sliced and obviously de-seeded, tortilla chips, sour cream. I chose light sour cream at this point. And yeah, obviously, I don't normally show you brands, but this is the only plum I've seen that's got a squeeze. And then lime wedges for effect. So now all we got to do is we got to dish it out. So you give it a good stir, and it's nice and thick now. Nice portion of that. And then to that, I'm going to get all this stuff out of the way here so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. Here we go. I'm going to lay down a couple of those avocado slices. And a little bit of jalapeno goes around, all around. As well as a little bit of red onion. And then let's put on some cheese. This one's for my wife. Little cheese over the top. Maybe a little bit more cheese. I mean, people who eat cheese seem to like a lot of cheese, but a little bit of chopped cilantro. Now, if you're one of those people that this tastes like soap, just skip it. And I'm going to put a dollop of cream in the corner. And we'll have tortilla chips out and available, but we'll put a couple of them on there for the look. And, oh gosh, does it smell wonderful. And let me tell you, it's just delightful. All right, so this is another one of these dishes. You can just have this. You can take all these sides and put them in little containers and bring them with you, and then you can plug. This thing will be warm. Once you get to your location, you can put it back on warm, and you have a nice lid that locks down. Open it up, and this is ready for any potluck, and I assure you, people are going to want this. Check it out. Give it a try. Let me know how it went. And guys, as always, if you like it, hit like for me. Let me know what else you want me to do. You're going to be seeing a lot of things coming down the pipe, and every one of my recipes you see, but the ingredient lists are in the description. I also have a Facebook page for my channel, which will be linked in the description as well, where you can go to find updates, things of interest, other things that you might be interested in, and, just check it out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I love doing this with you guys, and I hope to see you again. Have a wonderful evening.